Alright, so today we'll be making the snake game, a really basic version of it. So let's get started. Let's define our setup function. Let's do a size of 600 by 600 for right now. Let's also set up the draw. Let's do a black background for right now, or somewhat dark background. Great, let's see if it works. Okay, cool. Let's create a new tab, call it, snake. Nope. How can I rename this? No clue. Oh, there you go, rename. Snake. What? Oh, do I need to save and then rename? I don't know. Let's call it, I don't know. Body or head. Okay, sure, head. I've already used snake as the name of the project, so that's probably why there's already a file called snake. So it'll have a position, so which will just be its x and y coordinate for the head. What else? It'll have a direction. And I might want, yeah, sure, we'll keep it as a p vector for right now. It's fine. And it'll have a maybe a tail. Which should be like an array list of I don't know, p vector. Sure, and we'll move that according to everything else. Yeah, that's fine. New we'll got this array list. And position, it'll be the initial position. Sure. Okay. We'll have void update, and we'll call this direction. I think I would rather have, no, let's keep it as direction, or let's just do a string, I guess. How do you do enums in Java? Enum Java. It's been a while. Okay. Let's do enum direction. Yeah, okay. Enum direction. And it's going to be up, down, left, or right. There you go, that's fine. So it's going to be direction. And to begin with, it's going to be direction dot left, let's say. Sure. that's fine. Okay, so void update will basically move by 1 the position based on the direction. So if we can do a switch, I mean we could do if else as well, it's fine. Doesn't matter. This is the direction case, and then we'll have direction dot left break, and we'll basically copy and paste 4 times. Whoa. Left, right, bottom, down, and up. I believe, yeah, okay, what's the issue now? The qualified case label snake direction down must be replaced with unquantified enum down, enum constant down. Let's do if else. Not sure what's going on right now. Okay, there we go. So if it's left, we want to update this .pos, .add, and we want to add a new p. Well, I mean, let's just modify the x itself. Minus equals 1, right? You need to go to the left, and then plus equal 1, there we go. And y up, it's going to be plus, minus equal 1 again. And this is basically going to be the same thing, but plus, there we go. Okay, so we have our update method, void draw or show. So we will show the snake. We'll probably want to pass it a scale, which is going to be integer, and let's do push matrix. So let's draw the head as let's draw it green or white. So fill 255, no stroke. Let's do rect at this dot pos dot x, this dot pos dot y times the scale and scale. There you go. So square, square at those position. Okay, great. Top matrix. Yeah. Okay, great. What's the issue now? Incomplete statement or extra. There you go. Should be fine now. Okay, and let's do void rotate. It's going to receive a direction there, and so we'll need to check that the direction is only one way from, I mean, not the inverse of what it should be. Okay, wait, let me do it. So we'll basically copy this. So if this the direction is left and direction is not direction dot right, then it's okay. Let's do it for time. Right. Let's make sure it's not left. So on and so forth. Let's make sure it's not down. And if it's down, let's make sure it's not up. And then let's do equal, well, no, it's fine. Let's do this. So here, this is the direction. It's going to be equal to direction. And we can return. There we go. Awesome. Now let's go here and let's create our snake. Snake. Let's do a scale. And scale will be equal to, for right now, let's do 30. Let's do let's do to the center of the canvas, right? Well, the center of the grid, basically. So let's do calls and rows, and calls and rows. Let's do calls will be equal to the width divided by scale, and the rows will be equal to the height divided by the scale. And the snake is going to be equal to a new head, passing it the calls divided by 2. And we're going to floor, oh no, we shouldn't have to. And a new, well, let's pass it XY right away. And those are going to be ints, sure. Okay, great. And rows divided by 2. Okay, now in our draw function, let's call snake.update snake.show. And show, we need to pass it the scale. Let's save this, let's start it, see? Yeah, okay, it's working. And I will want to update the frame rate to maybe like 2. Yeah, maybe even 3. Let's go crazy. Okay, that's fine. Great. Now let's add our methods for let's see here, keep rest. That's what I want. There we go. Okay, let's go back here. If key code is up, snake dot rotate. Did I call it rotate? Yeah, rotate. There you go. Rotate by direction up. Good. Down. Going to be the same thing, but down. And then we can just copy this. Left. Left. Right. Right. Yeah. Let's see. There. Yeah. Already working great. It's not moving fast enough. Whoa. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Oh, great. Let's see. Yeah, it's not going fast enough. Still, I think it's a bit too slow. Okay, let me go back to 5 for right now. It's okay for right now, that's fine. Okay, let's do the tail. Well, let's do the food, right? So I guess the food could just be a p vector, right? So food, let's do array list food, p vector, food. Yeah, sure. Oh, there. So now let's create food. Let's do random food. Sure. Okay. Yeah, for right now we'll just do that. We can update it later on. And I think I'll want just food as one p vector. It's fine. Food. Let's make a class for it. It'll be easier. Okay. It's going to have a p vector for its position as well. Position. We could set it here. New p vector. Sure. Yeah, okay. That's it. XY, just like the snake. Well, the head. Okay, great. It's going to have a show function. Which is basically just going to be passing in the scale again. It's going to have, well, it's going to be a rectangle, so same exact thing as in the add. The only thing that will change will be the fill. So let's do a fill based on color, which is going to be, let's do it red or somewhat red. Okay. Okay, good. Let's do, okay, good. So we could have either like a grid, we keep all of the cells inside of it, and the cells know, like, I mean, it's too complicated for what it is. We could just have snake get past the food. Yeah, sure. Boolean eat, and it's going to get past food. So if I mean, can just pass p vector, or no, let's pass it the food. So it's not the best way, but that's fine for right now. So return food dot pos dot x equals this dot pos dot x, and so it returns true whenever the snake is on, the snake head is on the food. This dot pos dot y and food dot pos dot y is equal to this. So it returns true or false based on those, right? So in the snake here, we can just say snake dot eat and pass it the food. We'll need to create the food as well. Food and let's create a function for the head of the snake to return all of its positions, right? All of its p vector, right? Array list of p vector. It's going to be like used. It's like the used space of the snake, right? So let's do array list of p vector. I mean tail, we could just return the tail and add yeah, okay, let's do a copy of the tail. Spaces tail dot array list copy. Oh, there we go. There you go, awesome. And then spaces dot add this dot parse dot copy. I mean, we don't copy all of the other ones, it doesn't matter. And then return spaces. Great. So let's do food. And let's create a function to create food. So we'll need all of the available spaces, and we'll need to remove the ones that are taken up by the snake. So array list of p vector again, or let's just create it once. Let's call it grid. Sure, why not? Field, or yeah, grid is fine. Well, it's going to be equal to new. Okay, awesome. And then we'll just populate the grid. Awesome. Then in the over here, p vector, and let's call this available equal new array list, passing it that grid, and let's just do something like used equal snake.used, and then let's go through all of those. Used well, for p vector space in use. Let's find the one in available and remove it, right? Available let's do like index, or yeah, let me think. Available for well, yeah, for p vector, let's call it p, I don't know, in available if p dot x equals space dot x and p dot y equal space dot y. Then we found it and we remove it. Oh, and we need a for loop here. Oh, and we'll start it from the end, right? So There you go. Okay, so in those cases, we want to remove from available. Oh, actually, I don't need to go through it backwards. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter. I can, but it's not required. So let's just go forward. So remove I and then break. I believe this should only break from this loop, so because we need to go through all of the used spaces. Okay, and then we can just pick a random value from available. Let's do food equal new food at available p vector food size, right? It's fine. And can we do sample or random? Random sample? No. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Available dot get at available dot size dot random, well, not but just random, and then we'll need to floor that result. There we go. Food. What's the issue with food? Float does not exist. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, sure, it's fine. Okay. Oh, no, yeah, void, there we go. Sorry, there we go. Now, well, we should just return the new food. There we go. And whenever we do eat the food, we want to create a new food and we want to grow the snake. And I do know grow does not exist there, but let's add it. Let it do nothing for right now, it's fine. Okay, let's see. Okay, seems to work. Now let's show the food. Oh, and passing it the scale. Yeah, I mean, it's fine for right now. Almost there. Sure, it's working. Cool. I'll be back in 1 second. So I was thinking, I want to build up like a buffer list for the key press. Just because right now it's a bit jerky whenever we draw and then the key is pressed, it doesn't necessarily register properly. So let's do array list of direction. And let's call this buffer. Let's do a new array list, same as this. Okay, awesome. And okay, and so buffer. Let's so if buffer size is greater, well, is greater than 0. Let's take the first element in that buffer, buffer.get 0. Let's call the rotate with that. And then let's remove that specific one. Buffer.remove the 0th. Okay, and here let's just do buffer.add. I want to see if this would be better. And also I want to do if buffer.size is greater than 2, which would mean 3, we would just remove the first one we did. Okay, let's try this, just want to see. So let's try doing this before doing the updates and the draws. I feel it's a bit better for sure. Okay, let's go with this. Sure, that's fine. Okay, now we need to create details and make it move. That's the important part, right? So, okay, so we'll need over here. We'll need well, I don't need it, but I'll add it. So public pending row. Sure. Or let's just call it pending, it's fine. and it'll be a p vector, and by default it's going to be null. So, and in the update, well, in here, let's just do pending equals. Now we'll need to check either if the tail dot size is equal to 0, then we'll take the position. Else we'll take the last element of the tail. This tail dot get, and this dot tail dot size -1 dot copy. There you go. Now we've got it. I might want to do this just so it's a bit easier to see. Cool. Okay, so pending is created. Now on the update, okay, let's create a function void move or update tail. This should be private. Private, there you go, because I only will be calling it from inside this update method. Show rotate update. So this will basically go through. Should it go backwards? Yeah, I think it should go backwards. Okay, so we'll basically loop through all of the elements in tail. So in I equals 0, we said from backwards, so this dot tail dot size -1, I is greater than or equal to 0, I minus. Okay, great. So now we're going through it backwards. I need to see basically if I is equal to 0, then we need to set, let's call this next. It's going to be a p vector. Next pause. Next pause is either going to be equal to a new, well, just the this dot pause dot copy, and otherwise else it's going to be the previous one. The one s, yeah, okay. So next pause is going to be equal to this dot tail dot get I -1 dot copy, right? Yeah. Okay, and then next pause, so it's going to be this dot is there like a replace? There we go. Or we could just set the values, right? It's fine. Yeah, let's just set the values. So we don't need to copy those, it's fine. Okay, I just need to do this dot tail dot get I dot well, I mean we can call this p vector ln, sure, or section sorry, section dot x next pause dot x, let's copy paste section of y, there we go. All right, yeah, so let's take a look at it. In here, I will want to update the tail before moving head. Whoa. Yeah, before moving the head. And I will want to add pending one to it after moving it. So if pending is not equal to null, then let's do this dot tail dot add pending dot copy and do pending equal null. There you go. That should pretty much do it, right? So in here we just need, well, no, that's pretty much it. Save, let's try it out. So it didn't grow. What's the issue now? Oh, wait, I'm not showing the tail. That's the issue. Yeah, that makes sense. Show. I mean, that's fine. For p vector, let's call it pause of tail. Let's do same as this. Let's remove this dot. Straight out now. Okay, let's see. Seems to be working. Yeah, there we go. We're pretty much done right now. The only other stuff that we could technically do to make it more accurate is check the walls and itself, right? To make sure that we're not going over anything that we have already. Like, sorry, wait, it's so addictive. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I'm dead right now, but it's fine. Okay, alright. So this is working right now. One last thing, maybe I do want to have a stroke on here. Maybe like stroke and the same as the background, right? So we're cheating a little bit. We could make the squares just a tad smaller, but I think doing the stroke works fine. So we'll keep it at that. There we go. Yeah, now we can have this. And let's maybe put the head of the snake, maybe green, right? Or something. It's just to know that it's the head. Right? Yeah. Let's do this. So the fill, let's keep it there. Well, yeah, okay. Fill to 55 and fill maybe like, and we said green, RG and B, so the middle one. So let's say 30 to 30 and 30, right? That's fine. There you go. Now we have the snake working. That's great. I'm thinking of doing a stroke also on the pebbles. So I will let you with this. I would like to see something like where the walls, if you touch the wall, you either go on the other side of it, or you just die and need to restart. Same thing goes for the tail itself. But that's pretty much it for the snake game, right? There's not much other than this. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.